Welcome to another rigging video presented by West Coast Sailing. Today we're going to rig a laser with our new Laser Race line kit. This kit includes everything you need to rig your laser with pre-cut and labeled lines for your controls, main sheet, traveler, and more. This kit is perfect for sailors with upgraded sail control hardware from Harken or Halt. Visit westcoastsailing.com for more information on this line kit and other laser parts and accessories. To secure your hiking strap, you'll need 3 feet of line and 3 feet of shock cord. Pass the shock cord through the aft loop in the hiking strap and set aside. Pass the line through the loop, tying a bowline in one end. Pass the free end to the back of the cockpit through both eye straps and forward to the bowline. Pass the line through the eye strap furthest away from you and tie a stopper knot. Tie a square knot in the shock cord and loop around the cleat behind the cockpit to keep the strap off your feet. To adjust, simply slide the bowline aft to loosen the adjuster. Pull forward again to tighten. To rig your traveler, you'll need 11 feet of 5mm Spectra and a set of traveler blocks. Tie a large bowline in one end of the line, about 6 inches long. Pass through the fair lead, through the small side of the block, and across the deck. Pass back to front through the opposite fair lead and back down to the bowline. Center the free end and pull tight. Tie an overhand knot and pull forward through the cleat after the cockpit. Be sure to pass over the shock cord. Tie a bowline handle to help snug the traveler. If using standard blocks, wrap with electrical tape to keep them secure. You can also upgrade to the one-piece Harken ball bearing traveler block for increased performance. The 15:1 Vang has 2 lines, a 14-foot control line and a 4.5-foot long Spectra secondary line. You'll also need a Vang assembly, double block with Beckett, and an upper Vang block with Vang key. Harken and Halt make class-approved Vang fittings. Start with the secondary. Tie a bowline to the upper Vang block, pass the line around the small roller on the lower Vang assembly, and back through the sheave in the upper block. Tie a bowline on the eye strap of the double block with Beckett. Tie the primary line onto the double Beckett block. Pass around the top roller in the Vang unit, through the top roller in the double block, through the lower roller in the Vang unit, and through the lower roller on the double Beckett block. Finally, pass the free end through the center of the Vang assembly, around the aft roller, and back through the fair lead to the cleat. To assemble your mast, slide the upper section into the lower section. Make sure the rivet on the upper section is in line with the gooseneck assembly on the lower section. After sliding the sail onto the mast, insert the battens. A laser sail has 3 battens, 1 short and 2 long. Place the short batten in the top batten pocket and the long battens in the middle and lower batten pockets. Secure your Vang to the Vang tang fitting with a pin and a ring. You can also use a quick release pin. Loosen the Vang and slide the Vang pin through the Vang strap on the boom. At max ease, the boom should sit just above 90 degrees. Adjust the length of the Spectra secondary line as needed. A basic Cunningham system requires 13 feet of line, 3 feet of Spectra, and 2 single blocks. Tie the secondary line to one of the single blocks. Pass the free end through the grommet on the sail and secure to the top of the Vang assembly. Tie the primary to the remaining single block. Pass through the single block hanging from the mast and down around the Vang tang. Tie an overhand knot and pass the free end back up to the single block. Complete the system by passing the line down to the starboard deck block and back through the deck cleat. To rig your outhaul, you'll need 18 feet of control line, 10 feet of Spectra, 2 single blocks, and a short line to secure a block around the mast. You'll also need a clew tie or clew strap. Take the short line and tie a square knot around one of the single blocks. Loop around the mast and tie a square knot, making sure the block is on the port side of the mast. Take the primary line and tie a bowline around the cleat on the boom. Pass through the second block, forward along the port side of the boom, through the block on the mast, and down to the deck. Pass aft through the deck cleat on the port side. Tie the secondary to the block hanging from the boom. Pass from the port to starboard side through the eye strap on the aft end of the boom, through the clew of your sail, and back to the eye strap. Secure with a hitch or bowline. For proper sail shape, the clew of your sail should be close to the boom. To do this, tie a length of line around the boom, passing through the clew twice. Secure with a square knot. You can also use a clew strap for increased performance and ease of use. Open the strap, pass through the clew, and around the bottom of the boom. Pass the long end through the D-ring and use the short end to secure. The mast retaining line is important in event of a capsize. Tie a bowline around the vangtang, pass through the eye on the deck plate, and tie another bowline. You can use this second bowline to secure your daggerboard shock cord. To rig your daggerboard retainer, tie a small length of line through the hole on the forward edge of the daggerboard. Pass the shock cord through the retaining line near the mast, tie on the clip, and attach to the daggerboard. Tie the forward end of the shock cord to the bow eye fitting. To rig your main sheet, start with the free end just after the main sheet block. Check to see if the ratchet is engaged and pass through the block. Run the main sheet up to the forward boom block, back through the hanging strap, and through the top of the aft boom block. Run the main sheet down to the traveler block, passing forward through the block and back up to the boom block. Be sure to run the main sheet forward through the becket and secure with a figure 8. Tie the floating bow line to the bow eye with a bowline. You can use it to secure your boat to the dolly. To attach your rudder downhaul, pass a free end of the line through the hole in the bottom edge of the rudder blade. Secure with a small overhand knot. Pass the free end around the front of the bottom spacer, up through the rudder head, and behind the top spacer. Pull the line forward. After clipping in the rudder, push the tiller into the rudder head, making sure the tiller is under the traveler line. To attach the tiller extension, slide the rubber universal joint into the base. Snap down the cap to secure. For more information on the line kit used in this video and help with all your other laser sailing needs, please visit westcoastsailing.com.